Great Expectations, Disc 6.
Chapter 22. The pale young gentleman and I stood contemplating one another in Barnard's Inn until we both burst out laughing. "The idea of it being you," said he. "The idea of it being you." And then we contemplated one another afresh and laughed again. "Well," said the pale young gentleman, reaching out his hand good-humouredly, "it's all over now, I hope, and it will be magnanimous in you if you'll forgive me for having knocked you about so." I derived from this speech that Mr. Herbert Pocket, for Herbert was the pale young gentleman's name, Herbert Pocket had a frank and easy way with him and it acquired additional relish from being eaten under those independent circumstances with no old people by and with London all around us. This again was heightened. Chapter 1. My father's family name being Pirrip, and my Christian name Philip, my infant tongue. "Hold your noise!" cried a terrible voice.
Great Expectations, Disc 2.
While we stood in the hut, he stood before the fire, looking thoughtful.
Great Expectations, Disc 5.
The very stars to which I then raised my eyes, I am afraid I took to be but poor and humble stars for glittering on the rustic objects among which I had passed my life. "Saturday night," said I.
Great Expectations, Disc 8.
Chapter 30. After well considering the matter, this was a hard thing to bear, but this was nothing. I had not advanced another 200 yards when, to my inexpressible terror, amazement, and indignation, as confidence was out of the question, with the avenger in the hall, which could merely be regarded in the light of an antechamber to the keyhole, I sent him to the play. Then, my dear Herbert, I cannot tell you how dependent and uncertain I feel, and how exposed to hundreds of chances. Avoiding forbidden ground as you did just now, I may still say that on the constancy of one person, naming no person, all my expectations depend, and at the best how indefinite and unsatisfactory.